pilot episode got 52 million views.
Oh, well.
52 million views.
Hey, and that's a day in the life, huh?
And the episode that came out last week is at 8 million views with 40,000 comments.
Deal with it, cock.
I can't.
Yeah,
I can't.
You're going to have to. And that's just the gist of it. That's Helluva Boss is a hell of a show.
That's insane. I have so many questions because Helluva Boss is an animated show on YouTube specifically.
Specifically YouTube.
So what the creator, what's her name?
Vivian Madrano.
And she created this animated show, and she just had so much success with it on YouTube that it's strictly on YouTube. She gets all these actors together to go in, and you talk into the mic, and then she creates the animations around it.
She's very good at she's very good at casting characters that resemble their actors and vice versa. Actors that are great for those characters. I mean, the characters are very she casts very well. That being said, I am a very big fan of the show, even apart from being in it. I think it's a wonderful show, and it's a queer-coded weird show. It's not like, there's a lot of shows out there that depict queer characters in ways that, straight people like to have them, but these are like actually weird queer characters, and we have characters that are trans that we don't address and whatnot, and it's never a focal point of the show, and it normalizes things that a lot of animated shows don't normalize. And a lot of animated shows are made from producers for fans, whereas this is like from fans to fans. Like the whole crew working on this are just a bunch of animation nerds, myself included, and to be wrapped up in your own lore that you created, your own show that it's so cool. And I can say all this because they're not my characters, so I can gloat. If it was my own characters, I would be much more humble and modest a little bit.
I know. I haven't seen you really talk about a project that you're a part of that you really, really smile within, because that's more of your baby, and you are trying to be humble, and that's what's so cool about you. But the fact that you're on Helluva Boss and you're like, yeah, I'm part of this. This is sick.
Yeah, well, part of the dream of when I moved to LA, part of the dream was to be a part of something. To be a part of I'm more excited to be a part of something bigger almost than doing my own thing. You know what I mean? Like to be a cast member in a show. That's really cool because then it is bigger than yourself. You're part of this group effort, this group project that is a lot better because we have so many minds attached to it.
And you're a real voice actor, correct?
I am now. I wasn't when I started working on the show. Imagine Blitz is my first role for voicing. And that was very scary to step into because I'm working alongside voices that I grew up watching. Richard Horovitz, one of who he was Billy from Billy and Mandy, Zim from Invader Zim.
Wow.
Alpha from Power Rangers. He was all these iconic characters, these voices, and I didn't even realize it was the same person. And then I meet this guy, and I'm like, holy shit, you've been all these people that I grew up with, and I'm standing in front of you. And he's also the vocal director. So he's he kind of coaches us in a way. It's like taking a class because he's coaching us on how to do better takes and where to come from. And he gets us in the thought process of she's feeling like this, think about what he gets you there emotionally. And so it's so cool. It's a different kind of acting, and it's so much more fun than a lot of other types of work that I've done.